Xbox is extending its E3 coverage. We've got that and much more in today's video. Let's get into it. What is happening, guys? Dealer here, back again with yet another video. We're talking about every single thing Xbox Games Showcase. Yes, it is like Christmas for anybody that's a fan of the platform, and maybe even for those that are not, because as we just learned at PlayStation State of Play, this is going to have a ton of multi-platform games, right? State of Play for PlayStation, kind of like State of Play for Xbox fans, because we got to see that Resident Evil 4, because we got to see that Street Fighter 6, and many other games that were confirmed to be multi-platform. There's one big difference though. This showcase is likely to be primarily first-party games because Xbox actually have the studios to back this up. Well, we got information on that showcase, how it has been extended, and more. By the way, this video is brought to you by you. Your thoughts, I will read these at the end of the video. Stay tuned. And as always, if you end up liking this video, hit the like button, tell everybody YouTube about the channel. Let's get into it. I want to jump right into the Xbox E3 briefing here, and afterwards we'll cover some other little rumors and leaks that are coming out before the Xbox show. But right now, Xbox are updating us on the status of their streams, where you can view them, the resolution, frame rates, and even the fact that it's been extended. We'll get into all of this right now. Alright, the Xbox event will be viewable from these locations. I will link this down below if you are struggling to find any one of these sources. By the way, we'll also be live after the showcase. Join RDX for our thoughts on everything that did or didn't happen. Now, to kick off their show notes, they say the show will be streamed at 1080p 60 FPS, and they say they're doing this for a more representative look at the visuals contained in the showcase. Obviously, this means that pretty much everything you'll be seeing there will be running at 60 FPS. Yes, frame rate, super important to us as Xbox fans at Microsoft. Glad you guys are continuing that trend. They do say, however, that they recommend watching the 4K 60 FPS re-upload. That's the only way you're really going to get even close to the full fidelity of what these games actually look like. So please keep that in mind when you're watching the 1080p stream with macro blocking everywhere. The second show note is that the event, of course, will be available in a ton of different languages. I will show them here. They are also making it accessible for those with disabilities, which is great. Now here, Xbox do confirm that they are doing an extended show, which is awesome and something they don't always necessarily do. They say, yes, stay tuned for an Xbox Games Showcase Extended on June 14th at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. They say there they will share new trailers, take deeper look at the news from the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase, and they will also have developer interviews there as well from some of your favorite game creators. They say this all-new broadcast is approximately 90 minutes in length. Now, I like this new trend of extended showcases. They are going to go over much more after the main E3 showcase. It's a double dipping, a second dose. It's exactly what we need as gamers. We want to see some of the biggest games, new game announcements, new trailers, developer interviews. There is definitely a place for all of that stuff, and it is apparently on Xbox's extended showcase. Again, nothing wrong with even more E3 content. I will definitely be there watching it live. I really got to place a healthy dose of emphasis on new things. So last year with their extended showcase, they had a lot of new things. And this one, they are talking about brand new game announcements, brand new trailers, going deeper into the trailers that we have. And surely that gameplay will be things that we have never seen. If they're talking about some of the gameplay, some of the trailers, stuff like that, along with having big developers on the stage, this is actually going to be something I'm pretty excited for. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on everything we've covered so far. By the way, there is apparently a 007 remake coming out for the Xbox and surely other platforms. This listing was accidentally leaked on the Xbox website, according to WindowsCentral.com. And this goes all the way back to the last remake and the last remaster and multiple rumors over multiple different years of a remaster or remake like this hitting. It is kind of a given at this point. Surely something you will see at the Xbox Bethesda Showcase, or around that time, you will probably get some kind of official announcement here. Speaking of announcements, if you want even more Xbox E3 announcements and news, check out my last video where we covered a big tease by the Xbox Design Lab group, more Xbox Game Pass additions, and so much more. But yeah, let me know if you're excited for Xbox Bethesda Showcase 2022. It is going to be the biggest time of the year for gamers, so if you're into gaming, I don't see how you couldn't be. Even the most cynical of you, I don't see how you couldn't be at least a little bit excited about what could happen in just a few days. After all, we're coming out of kind of a weird period for gaming. You know, with the pandemic and everything that's happened, developers' entire portfolios have been pushed back 8 to 12 months, if not more. If you're like me, you're a gamer. That's a year-round hobby. You want to see some new games, and you pretty much beat all the big games that come out. You want more. That's okay. You know, that's okay. But you know what else is okay? Our shout-out section for everyone that left a super thanks comment in the last video. If you leave one here, then you'll be shouted out in the next video. And if you happen to care about something like that, more power to you, and I appreciate you guys contributing. And, also let me know your thoughts in the comments, too. So let's get into some of these shout-outs. In my video 2 days ago, shout out to Monkey Crow with that nice platinum Xbox member badge. He says, "Dealer, I'm expecting Microsoft to surprise us this Xbox Bethesda game show. Can't wait to see the complete panel on RDX. Yes, Fonzarelli should be back sooner than later." Shout out to Lil Sis, the Ashen Luca 2 days ago says, "Loving the content, brother. Thank you very much. And you're almost up to 5,000 subscribers. Guys, if you haven't gone and checked out the Ashen Luca, go subscribe to her. I will link her in the top comment." Shout out to Nano Polymath 3 days ago. He says, "Truly phenomenal. Attention to detail and transitioning as beautiful as it is informative. Love the edited blended gameplay within the article. Sublime." Thank you very much, sir. Do appreciate you, man. Shout out to Web Dave and Outbreak Podcast with that nice green Xbox member badge. He says, "Best way to get Xbox info is dealer gaming." Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Assassin89 in that nice member badge. He says, "Next update, I would like to see my physical library be played digitally without double dipping. He would also like to see YouTube live streaming options as well." Shout out to you, Assassin, man. Thank you so much for your comment. Again, guys, that super thanks button is next to the like and dislike button. If you end up liking the video, hit the like button, tell a buddy or two about the channel maybe, and of course, be excited. If that's one thing you take away from this, be excited for what is ultimately the unknown. Xbox have a ton of studios, and look, I don't care who says what on Twitter or the internet in general, there are going to be games to play this year, and then guess what? There's going to be even more to play the year after that, and surely those people will probably shut the hell up real quick. That'd be real nice. You know why? Because I personally am getting pretty tired of hearing it. It's nothing but negativity. We won't have this, we won't have that. We all acknowledge the reality of the situation. Starfield was delayed. I made 2 videos about it. Trust me, I was disappointed as well, but it's time to go forward into what is ultimately a brighter future with a ton of other games, a more complete Starfield, a more polished, now delayed Starfield. As I always say, no such thing as a bad game delay. Let me know your thoughts once again on all these topics, guys. I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Origins, Odyssey, going back, playing at 60 FPS. As you see in this footage, it looks absolutely fantastic. Blown away at the fact that it runs at basically what is 4K 60 FPS on Gen 9 aware enhancements, not even leveraging RDNA at all. Not the features, but not even the RDNA IPC. These games look way better than a lot of newer games. The maps are way bigger, there's way more detail, there's way more systems and AI and NPC, and they're not even fully patched and running at 4 times the resolution as some of these other games. It's kind of a weird scenario. I'd like to talk to some developers out there about that. We all know it comes down to talent, resources, time, and of course intent. But, hey, it's nice to see big games like this running and reminding me simultaneously what's actually possible after games like Dying Light launched at 1080p. Very, very odd to me. We all know the power's there. But anyways, I'm rambling at this point. Again, let me know your thoughts. Hit the like button. I'll see you in the next video.